What's going on, guys? Jam here. Alright, welcome to part 2. Today we're going to be going over the second section of No Such Thing, the chorus. We're going to be going over the right before the chorus. And then finally the bridge section. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the next section that we were going to be working on is the slide up section. They love to tell you part, and it's pretty easy part. It's not too bad. Basically, it's kind of based off an A. So you have your open A string. You have 4th string, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 4th fret. Little chord there, and he plays all those chords open. He plays all those strings open, and it's basically pretty simple. He slides. If your first finger, if the root is on the 2nd fret, he slides up a whole step to the 4th fret. Okay, he slides up a whole step again to the 7th fret, and then he slides up a whole step and a half up to the 11th fret, which is the second chord from No Such Thing. It's the second one. It's that he finishes on that. So they love to tell you 2, 4, 7, 11, back to that E. Okay, so it's not too bad. It's basically just kind of like just a double chord there, and then he just plays the A string down all open. Slide it up to the 4th fret. Same shape, slide up to the 7th fret. The line. And there you have it. Alright, so that one's not too bad. So right after that F sharp open chord that we played, right after that, you're gonna go right into that. To tell you, stay inside the line, and then it's back to that original E chord that we had before. Okay, and then now we have the chorus, and the chorus is a little tricky. But it's kind of based off the same type of chords, but there's one new chord in it that's kind of strange. It's the harder one. But first off, we'll start off with the first chord. If you remember in the first video, you had this chord here where you barred it with your thumb. It's the exact same chord shape as that. It's just moved all the way down to the G position. Actually A. But so basically you have your D string. It's going to be on the 5th fret. You have your G string, which is also on the 5th fret, and then you throw that one finger down there in the B string on the 3rd fret, and then to complete it, you take your thumb and you slide it up to the 5th fret as well, and fret that A. Same thing, we're going to be muting this A string. And this part is a little bit tricky. This part is a little tough. It's kind of hard because of the timing of it and how fast he does these chords. But this is the first chord of the chorus, so just wrap your head around it and just get used to it. And the second chord it's kind of strange. It's not too hard if you get used to it, but it is kind of weird, especially how he kind of slips it in there. So basically, it's not too bad. It's going to be on the D string on the 10th fret. Okay, D string 10th fret. G string 12th fret. Again, kind of just like a little type of power chord there, shape that you're going to be making. And then what he does is basically he takes his thumb and he frets it on the 10th fret of the E string. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got those 4 strings right there. And that A string is going to be muted if you can mute it. If you can't mute it, it's not that big a deal. But it's better if you can mute it. Okay, and it's literally just those 4 strings. In the tab books, it says to play it kind of like the first chord, where you have the, you actually have another finger down here on the B string, so it's. But honestly, I've seen him play it, and he plays it so fast that it's almost impossible to get that finger down, and it doesn't add a whole lot to the tonal value of the chord. So I kind of tend just to leave it right out and just play this right here. Okay, so we got alright, so remember we got this first chord, then we got this second chord here. It's just those 4 strings. It's going to be 10th fret on the E, mute the A, 10th fret on the D, 12th fret on the G. Okay, and then the third and final chord is it's the very first chord that we learned. It's the intro chord. It's the intro chord, and it's a real quick transition to that. So it's. That's it. That's the chorus. It's I wanna run through. Yep. See, it's really fast. It's a really kind of really slips that second chord in there quickly. His timing is just a real. Alright, so not too bad. Kind of confusing at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too hard. It's a pretty simple rhythm. The chords are pretty simple. If you learned the second one from the, if you learned the third one from the first video, this first chord should be pretty easy. It's the same exact chord. You literally just slide it down a whole step. And then this chord is the only new one. But again, it's not too bad. It's pretty simple. Basically, you just grip the whole neck. And then right into this first chord. I wanna run through the halls of my high school. I wanna scream at the top of my lungs. There you go. So that's the chorus. So you got the kind of the build up there with that A chord that keeps moving. You got the chorus. And then the only other part that's kind of the tricky part to this song, which isn't very tricky at all, is if you remember that F chord that we used, you lift your fingers up. It's basically just a play off of that. But, and this is how I play it, but it goes from the A. I am invincible. Okay, so basically what he's doing, it's pretty simple. He's going from the A, and again, it's basically like an A bar chord if you were to, you know. But you lift your fingers off, you lift your hand up a little bit, and you let the E and the B string ring out, open. Okay, and then you just transition the A from the A to the F, and then back up to the A. So it's not too bad. Basically, you just got this slide up. To tell you, stay inside the line. Back to his chugging thing. Something's better on the other side. I wanna run. Like I said, it's not easy to play. Really gotta have your fingers right. You gotta have them ready, and you gotta have that timing down. You gotta really grip it and really dig into it. All right, guys. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything you guys want to message me, maybe a song that you guys want to request me to do, I know quite a bit of songs, so work on that one. Give me any feedback if you want it. It's not too hard of a song. It's a great song if you can learn it. It's got a lot of really good tonal qualities to the chords, a lot of cool chords that you can learn. And just really, as a guitar player, you can expand your mind with this song. It's really great. It opens your mind up to all these new types of chords and melodies and ways of playing, especially with your thumb and such. Big thing Jimi Hendrix did was play with his thumb, and obviously it's something John takes to heart as well. Clearly you can see it in a lot of his songs. He plays with his thumb a lot of the time, so a lot of good techniques as well in this song to learn. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, just let me know and rock on.